friendship in a one-on-one?
Mika.
I don't know. It
from,
worked for Yugi Moto.
Mika in what's it called? Street Fighter V, because you get her tag team partner for some of the supers.
Or whoever the main character is in fucking Soul Eater, the animated series.
Okay, the aliens are dead. God, I should not have watched that. What a waste of my time.
Power of friendship won out, apparently.
I wouldn't bet against.
Also, Alien Queen was just 24 regular aliens. So,
We're good to go, yes?
I'm on roll
almost.
20 now.
Okay.
Okay, so we're good to go.
Alright, let's go.
So, where last we left our heroes,
We bravely ran
guys-
away.
Yes, you bravely ran away, but you also scared away a bunny mummy who has vowed revenge.
yep.
I'm sure that won't come back to bite us.
Probably not.
It's fine. We'll just come back and kill him like the first time we see him after the next respawn, because we'll be higher level.
That's smart.
That's,
Being higher level
that's
is a
our
good
plan to deal with him.
strategy.
I don't like any plan that involves dying.
I'm not sure we know we level up, but yeah.
You know you're strong. You can figure out that you level up. You know
Over
you're
time,
stronger.
I get stronger all the time.
And you can figure out by fighting, new and interesting things you level up. Old things, maybe not so much.
We
When
just
do I
maybe
level
notice
up in
each
real
time we
life?
die and come back, it's easier, and we're not sure how
easier.
much of it's just us knowing things and how much of it's actually being stronger.
Right.
That's true.
And so, anyway, you decided to run away, and you are on your long and maybe dangerous naval journey to India. You have just made it outside of the Mediterranean Sea on your new ship that had the Holy Roman Empire flag running, even though it had been destroyed about 50 years ago. Why?
And
Yeah,
all
don't worry
other
about that.
identifying markings removed.
Yes, and all other identifying markings have been removed.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
I removed them. Pirating 101. Change the license plate.
Yep,
That's true, you
seems
did.
pretty reasonable.
So, you guys are off making your sea journey. It's going to take you a couple of months, maybe 3 or 4, to make it all the way over to India. So we're gonna do encounters monthly now. So,
That makes sense.
Zahid, go ahead and roll me a D100 for the first month.
Sounds good. Bad news, guys. I rolled high.
Oh no, that could be good news. I assume any roll amidst this table is bad news, so...
You're just like, no matter what.
No matter what, it sucks.
Something!
It's
I'm
like
ready for the zombie shark.
it's like that kid back in high school that every day we would have to do like a quiz or have anything due. He'd be like we can't do a quiz today. It's Tuesday. Like, we can't do a quiz today. It's
Yeah,
Wednesday. Like,
exactly.
you do that for like every day of the week, no matter what. Each day
So,
was a good excuse to not do a test.
Zahid notices, as he's captaining your ship, he notices out in the distance, like, another ship that seemed to be moving towards them, but it suddenly, like, dips below, like, not suddenly, it starts dipping below, the his normal visual line, and it starts going down and spinning around. Uh, and you think that it might have been taken in by another vortex off in the distance. Maybe you should steer clear of such thing.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I want to focus on one word real quick. Did you just say another vortex? There's another
I don't
one?
remember.
There's one that we've already seen.
I don't remember the first one. Did that happen?
M- Maybe I misspoke for saying another vortex.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
I was
fair enough.
scared for a second there.
We are going to retcon that another. That another was probably for the other ship.
Okay.
He's just trying to cover his
Alright,
ass.
I can
There's
accept
two
that.
vortexes, and we only know about one. So
I'm
steer
going to
clear
steer away from the
of
first
everything.
vortex and inadvertently into the second.
Okay.
Well, that sounds about right. I can't blame you.
There be strange things happening on the seas these days.
Yeah, I'd asked about that. Are these vortexes normal? I hadn't heard anything about that, but I never was much one for sailing.
What is your profession sailor skill at, Zahid?
It is
Like
plus
your
9.
modifier. You know that these are not normal.
I figured that. I blame whatever's sending people and resetting the world. Also making zombies.
I suppose it's reasonable to think that they're probably related.
Okay, aside from that, first month passes just fine. From Rhea, let's get a D100.
Okay.
Doki smoky.
Woo! Not quite a Zerdurium.
Oh,
Oh boy.
Well, I thought I rolled bad.
I am going to take that roll and save it for later.
Oh no.
So the second month passes without any hitch. And, Zahid knows from his nautical maps that there's a relatively well-off, trading port, nearby. And I believe that you had some olive oil that you wished to off.
That we did.
And, if you wish, this would be a good opportunity to, take it into port and trade it off.
I'm gonna try and do that.
Okay, so you take the ship into port. And the town is hustling and bustling, but it seems to be, like, from your previous experience here, it seems to be bustling less with, like, outside trade, and there seems to be, like, fewer ships in town than normal. But, like, the locals are abuzz with something.
Probably has to do with the vortexes if I
Alright,
would
well,
guess.
I'd like to gather some information on that one.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that. And
Is it
what
rolled
languages?
into something and that's why I can't find it?
Yeah, it's rolled into diplomacy.
Oh, I'm not good at that. Never
It's
mind.
the only reason that I have you guys using diplomacy is for gather information.
Okay, well, I thought I was good at gather information. I'm not. Is anyone good at gather information? I mean, I'll roll it
Maybe
anyway.
wish knife it.
Alright, I got 12.
Yeah, I can try helping, I suppose.
I think I actually might have some skill in it. I have a couple ranks in it, but I'm not that great at it. But I can try, but I don't know if I speak enough languages to really be able to do it.
Rhea goes up to somebody. Hey, you! Give me information.
Oh, Raya's got this.
It's a compelling
Oh,
argument.
yeah, she does.
So Jane, when what Raya gets is that there's a festival that's scheduled for tomorrow. For the new local deity that is being worshipped.
Wait, a new local deity? That's kind of weird.
Yes, a new local deity. And
okay.
and maybe it's something lost in translation, but this new local deity is named the Flying Spaghetti Monster.
Oh no.
my God.
And
On a side note, our olive oil should sell amazingly.
oh no, I killed Pluto.
Is it true
Oh,
that it would sell
no.
amazingly, or would it sell, like, terribly?
As an Italian, I'm convinced that they would love olive oil with their pasta.
And that tomorrow is marking the preparation for the coming of the Flying Spaghetti Monster with the procession of the plate of pasta through the streets of town.
Well, I say we don't hang around, because I don't know what this if this new deity actually factually exists, then I don't want to stick around for it. But on the other hand, if we can sell them olive oil, let's do that.
I try and sell the olive oil.
But Jane, in your searches
Uh-oh.
to figure out what's going on, you encounter a strange shop.
Oh no.
That was fun.
It seems to
Well,
be a
we
weapon
thought-
shop of some sort.
Oh. Weird that
Um,
people would do that in this day and age. They wouldn't just have blacksmiths. Alright, well, I guess I'm
and
curious.
a weapon/antique shop, and
That makes more sense.
over the top of it, like in English, it says Master Knife Counselor.
Oh no, not the knife counselor. He exists. But I can't expose that magic exists, or else the magic people will come and kill me.
And
Are we putting Wish Knife through a counselor therapy session? Is that what's happening here?
Potentially.
Oh.
God knows he needs it.
the store
That's the
manager
truth.
comes out and says, "Ah, I see that there are some in need of my services."
No, probably not.
This guy is crazy.
Nope, nope.
Does this happen
Probably
often?
not. Yeah, is this something that you normally do?
Why, of course. And he gestures towards both Zahid and Jane.
Do I need counseling? Probably.
I'm sorry,
Yes,
No,
what
I can
now?
see that you do not have the best relationship with your blades, and that is where my specialty comes
Oh,
into
gee.
suit.
I bet he's a
Oh
fencer.
boy. Or offensive.
Come, step in, and we shall have a much more calming, intimate conversation.
Okay.
Is he coming on to me?
Whoa.
Oh,
Yeah, you should go get it. Go get that ass.
You can roll sense motive for that.
I'm not sure if I'm good at that or not.
Also, this man is a stout dwarf, but he lacks a beard. Instead, he has
Whoa.
finely braided forearm hair that goes down about like
What? Hold on, run that by me
a
again?
foot. Yes.
Wow.
do you have like a picture of this guy?
I do not have a picture of this guy.
Aww.
Oh my goodness.
I guess if you did, you would have had to have it commissioned. I'm pretty sure. I don't think this
Yeah.
armor existed on
Yes.
its
I
own.
hope it doesn't
Because
exist.
because this like
I
this
want
guy
this
is based
commission to
off
do
of
it.
somebody that I saw in the train. There was literally
Oh
a
my
guy
God.
who
Oh
had
my
like
God.
more
Oh my
hair
God.
on his forearm than he had on his head.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, okay, that guy's
Jesus.
becoming an NPC.
Gosh.
Don't tell him that though. That's
Yeah.
he might get offended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you're an NPC in my D&D game.
Well, I guess I'll say like I don't know how to read. I can't read him because he's fucking too weird looking. Even though I'm normally really
Right.
good. I'm really good at sense motive, especially when I
Zahid,
have Coddle
and
sharing my consciousness.
Zahid, you think he might be more interested in Wish Knife, and perhaps in selling you something than actually coming on to you.
I'll walk in. It's okay for him if he likes smaller blades.
I'll just
Wow.
hang out outside because
Oh,
I wasn't
alright.
invited.
Me too.
I'll
I'll hang out
go
outside.
in,
And
I guess. This is
inside
like...
you see various weapons and various oils and stuff lining, like they're all blades of some sort, like there's no guns in here.
Uh,
Various weapons in racks that are finely polished and glimmering with the light that's coming in through the windows and doors. And you also see some very nice like reclining chairs that he gestures for you to sit down in.
I'm a sit.
okay.
And like
Yeah.
a stand next to the chairs for your blades, and he says, please take out your blades and put them, and he gestures for you to put them next to you.
I'll put my scimitar next to me. My dagger's staying concealed just in case.
Okay.
That is fine.
I'll put my daggers on the chair.
James is like, this is weird.
This is weird, but everything's weird, so I'm not sure how much weirder this
So you're
is
just
than
going through
anything
with it?
else.
Everything's weird, so I'll do
I mean,
it.
kind of. Well, I assume I have to do something while people are selling and transporting and unloading all the stuff.
Yeah.
Allow
Look,
me
this guy
to
isn't even the
introduce
weirdest thing on this
myself.
island.
Huh?
This guy isn't even the weirdest thing on this island.
That's true. Allow me to introduce myself. Ex-Duke of Bavaria, retired admiral, lawyer, and blade relationship counselor, Denethor the 14th.
What a bunch of
Oh.
crafts.
It's Gressel reincarnated.
Oh no. Nice to meet you. I guess I'm Jane. I can't say I've heard of half of those things.
Oh, that is fine, that is fine. But he comes over to you and he takes a look at you and Wish Knife standing in the stand, and he says, I can tell that you are having some relationship troubles. Yes. Isn't that right? As he speaks to Wish Knife.
And does he get a response?
Ah, yes, I see. Your trouble is that you lack sufficient trust for the pair of knife and wielder.
Mm. For good reasons.
I suggest a trust building exercise
Oh my god.
where you take care of yourselves when you're at your most vulnerable. You see, I have just the thing for this. And he
Uh-huh.
says, give me one moment. He goes back and pulls out um, uh, like a vial and two vials and a stone.
Okay.
And he says, these are special. This is a special oil that will keep even the most easily corrosible metals perfect and polished, uh, even against seawater. And this is a fine whetstone that you can use to sharpen your blade and make them feel the trust and the dedication you have towards them.
Wishbane's like, ow, ow, it hurts, stop it!
Okay.
Actually, maybe he
And
likes
in
being
this
sharpened.
vial, I have a special shaving cream for you to use your blade while you are bathing.
Okay, that's kind of weird.
Shave
I
your
mean, in
legs.
case everything
Oh,
else wasn't weird enough, but like, it's still kind of weird. Like, out of all the things I expected him to say, I was like, that wasn't one of them.
all for the low, low price of 250 gold pieces.
Low, low price, whoa.
Low,
Whoa.
low price, huh?
I can Amazon that for way cheaper.
I give you a bottle of olive oil. So, how
I'm gonna
much money do
sense
we
motive on
actually
this
have?
guy again.
Uh, you think he might be bullshitting you, like, completely? But
Yeah.
it might be a good placebo.
Huh. I mean, for 250 gold pieces, it's not. Um,
Please, friend, I have seen oils like this for much, far, far less. Only as low as 70 gold pieces in Mecca, easily.
Ah, but this is far from Mecca. And those oils are not as pure as the ones I have here.
I have seen hustles from every bazaar from Baghdad to here. They can't be that much purer.
But for you, my friend, I'm afraid no amount of counseling will help your problems. You must find a new partner. and I believe I have just the right partner for you.
You sound like my grandmother, always asking me when she will expect great-grandchildren.
Lol.
Oh, I do not expect such. And he says, give me a second. And he goes back outside of the counseling room. And he comes out with what looks to be a blade that's wrapped in cloth. And he says, I do not bring this out for anybody, but I can see, my friend, that you are both traveled, learned, and in need of a very special blade.
I'm intrigued.
And he pulls out what is a glistening bronze scimitar.
Softer metal, interesting.
And he says, do not be fooled by its appearance. It is as hard as tempered steel. But it is rumored to be imbued with special properties that make it great against supernatural enemies.
My undead-fearing part of the brain is buying into the salesmanship. I ask if I can
Appraise it.
feel its heft and weight.
He hands it over to you to feel its heft and weight.
Does it feel like it would perform similar to a steel scimitar?
Yes. It feels just as good in your hand as, your scimitar.
Do you have appraise? You can find out whether or not it's magical through appraise.
I do have appraise. Wait, appraise lets me do that?
Yeah. You'll know its value is high enough to be higher than its typical value. Therefore, you would assume it's magical. But you can't spellcraft it. But you can at least assume it's magical with an appraise.
Probably, or made out of very valuable material, I guess.
Go ahead and roll appraise on this.
I don't know, it says in the comment, like, appraising the value of an item. If you succeed by 5 or more, you also determine if the item has magic properties.
I don't think I succeed on that roll.
Although it doesn't grant you knowledge of what they are.
Mm-hmm.
You do know that this is, valuable. You've never felt bronze that feels like this. And in that sense, you know it's valuable. How valuable, you're not exactly sure.
But it's not cheap.
I'm sure it's not cheap.
It's probably
I asked
worth,
You are
Sure.
positive it is not
worth
cheap.
what he's. It's probably worth what you pay for it, but that doesn't mean it's enough.
I ask him how much he expects this blade. He expects me to pay for this blade.
Good wording. How much do you expect me to pay? Since you're shoving it into my hands.
He says, a mere 1,250 gold pieces is what it is worth.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening.
I mean, for weapon prices, that's really cheap, but,
Oh, absolutely. But
But
it's
for,
also
but for the fact that we're broke.
yeah, that's true, we are broke still. We're always broke.
Didn't you sell some stuff last session and
we
get some
did,
money?
but I don't think we got that much.
Yeah.
Can we try to
Oh,
rob
okay.
a bank, maybe? I don't know. It's... saving the
And
world.
Jane,
199 gold.
Jane's sense motive on this guy thinks that he is, like, overselling. Maybe you could, get back to the actual price through some good haggling.
Ooh.
So I have 100-500 GP listed as treasure. I have a ruby, which is not that, and then I have some money also. But I'm not buying the oil.
You're not going
I
to
think
buy
this
the oil?
I think this guy's a well. He speaks the truth in that it might be worth it to buy like some sort of better oil for Witch Nightfall in here. But I'm not about to buy this like probably scam artists more expensive than necessary oil.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. My sheet finally loaded. Yeah, I have a combined. If I combine my platinum, silver, and gold, I have a combined 226.6 GP.
Oh, you rich.
I didn't spend my 6 plat.
I haven't bought
Okay.
anything.
I forgot to
Hold on,
write that down on
I've
my
got
sheet.
just the thing. I've got just the thing for this. Hold on, buckle up, friend. I can see that you are one who values a good deal and enjoys engaging the art of trade. And you know for a fact that you are on an island where people worship spaghetti. I happen to have the perfect thing for you. I have a cargo hold full of olive oil, which we might perhaps parlay into a blade.
Mm-hmm. I'm listening.
How much olive oil do I actually have, Dante?
A bunch.
I have a bunch of
One
olive oil.
it's made from one bunch of olives. Not much.
You've got
It
a
is
lot
the
of olive oil.
highest quality, and I guarantee you, you will never see olive oil coming from this location again.
This big ass boat's carrying 1 barrel. Woo!
I'm going to try and pull his blustering right back on him.
Hmm.
And it's true, he will never see olive oil from Egypt again, in all likelihood.
He considers your offer. And he says, while it is outside of my expertise, let me consult with my friend.
Oh, he's going down to get his friend who's an expert in olive oil. It's Pawn Stars.
And I will let you know tomorrow.
I don't like the waiting.
Yeah,
What do you
we
think,
gotta
Jane?
get going.
Well,
I am
wanted
afraid
to
I
get
am
going.
on something of a schedule. I
Do we
could find
want
another
witness
seller
some-
for my olive oil then, and we'll just have to go on without the blade.
Don't need a blade anyways, it's fine.
I'm quite proficient.
While you may be proficient, you do lack in love.
My charisma
Okay.
score begs to differ.
Only one whose ears are as trained as mine have listened to your blade's complaints.
You want to hear a blade complain?
You are merely forcing your will upon your blade. She does not dance with you.
I have a feat that says otherwise.
Willingly.
Is he implying I raped my scimitar? Because how does that... Ugh.
He is implying that there's a power relationship.
Yes, the sword kills things. That is powerful. It is awesome.
Anyway,
Does my pressuring him on the, well, we're leaving town anyway, convince him to maybe up his timetable?
hmm.
I let him know I will be in the market till sundown. Trying to offload my olive oil. You have until then, or until someone makes me a better offer, to consider your terms. And I apologize for selling all the olive oil, everyone. I will cut you out of my personal finance and offset the difference.
I was just thinking about if you get that other sword, will your current sword start having daddy issues, according to him?
I'm gonna have to take 2-weapon fighting. That's what's gonna have to happen.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I
I don't know if
two
No,
swashbuckler
it doesn't
stuff
work
works
with any
too,
of my
but-
class features.
Yeah, it's sacrifices have to be made though.
Rip.
That's it. The whole shaving cream thing is weird. I don't think we should spring for that.
I mean, if Rhea was in there, she'd be more than happy to shave her legs, but, you know.
Well,
She's not in
yeah,
there hearing
but
this
why
conversation.
magical? Why like weird? Why weird this guy shaving cream? That's my whole point. I'm like, I don't believe anything this guy says, and I could probably buy it from cheaper somewhere else in the markets. Like his
Probably.
ideas are there, probably.
This guy
but,
has a
like,
sword fetish. That's
But
the
on
long
the
and
other
short
hand,
of it.
it's like this dude is charging way too much.
He's from Bavaria. He's not a local. If
And
you believe.
I'm from Egypt. But I actually probably have
Anyway,
experience.
okay, so
doing-
you go to the market. And you are finding not remarkably good prices for olive oil, as it seems like they have stocked up for the upcoming festival tomorrow.
So what you're saying is I need to destroy their olive oil to decrease supply and therefore meet the demand.
A pirate's way
That
of
is
thinking.
potentially something you could do.
The invisible hand of the free market wields a scimitar. Let's go.
Oh, this was just supposed to be a pit stop.
This
You wanted
sounds
to rob a
very-
bank.
Isn't
It
this
sounds
a
pretty
Isn't this
dangerous.
the visible hand of the free market?
I have max ranks in stealth. They might not see me.
Uh,
I had another thought though, and hear me out on this one. And this might just be the pirate in me talking. We could just rob this Bavarian dude.
I mean, nobody's watching, right? And you got 2 people guarding the front door, right? Not that we're aware of what you're doing in there, but, you know.
I mean, it's entirely possible, but I thought we exited to the market, just as
You,
a,
you
as a
exited
later
to the
thought.
market already.
Oh, darn. Okay. I mean, do you really want the shaving cream that bad?
No, but the magical scimitar kind of sounds cool.
Is it magical?
I don't know. It's cool.
I don't know.
Huh.
maybe he just doesn't know what magic is.
I know what magic is, but I would have
Yeah,
to
I
cast a
technically
spell
know what it
to
is.
figure it out.
Look, he brings in his buddy who's an expert on olive oil. I'll bring in my buddy who's an expert on scimitars.
Isn't that you? Saying it with the tone.
Buddy who's an
voice?
expert on magic. I'm the expert on scimitars, I guess, yeah.
Oh, okay, there you go.
And so who's the expert on magic in the party?
Someone who can cast spell.
Ray is over there following her
Plural.
nails.
I think it's Rhea. That's my intuition.
Okay.
What? So you want to go back and check it out?
Nah, they're coming back to me. It's or at least by sundown.
Here?
I told them I'd be in the market, so presumably they'll find me.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be a good idea for me to be casting spells with so many eyeballs.
Well, presumably he's not going to bring the scimitar with him.
Well, how am I supposed to figure out what it is? Why don't we just go there
We'd
now?
go back with him if he's going to accept our author. Yeah, we could. Well, because that plays into his hand because it means we're coming back. We're hungry for the deal.
Not necessarily.
It's like buying a car.
Because if we wait around for him and he still doesn't give in, we lost a bunch of time and we still have to find. I mean, we don't even have to sell this olive oil, to be honest.
That's true. Could go to South Africa versus like the Ivory Coast or wherever we are.
Yeah, if nothing else, we just use the olive oil.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I like olive oil. It's cool.
Zahid, did you want to check where they're storing the olive oil?
Presumably it was still on the boat, but
Not
No,
ours.
no, no,
Oh,
no,
yes,
no, not
there's-
you,
yeah,
the
oh.
town.
yeah, I'll casually check in on that.
Does anybody have Fireball?
It is fairly easy to find out that it is being held in the sanctum of the plate of spaghetti for the ceremony tomorrow,
Honestly, I just want to get
which
out of this
is
town.
a cave up in the hills.
Anybody worshipping spaghetti
This is awfully
weird.
secure for olive oil.
Wait, didn't we hear that the ceremony tomorrow, like supposedly this they're just celebrating, right? They don't expect this spaghetti monster to appear.
Look, all I'm saying is there's something known as a newer deity, and we've seen all this nonsense go on. I'm not about to chance one actually showing up. I don't get how magic works, but like, still.
Right, but how did they find this deity? Like, did it come to them, or
Would you like to ask them about that?
Yeah, I want to start asking around about this deity. Like, how'd you guys find it? What made you believe in it? What are its powers?
What language do they speak here, by the way? I might have missed that when my computer shut off on me.
They are not everybody, but the merchants are speaking. They're able to speak English, Dutch, French, and Spanish.
Okay.
Oh. Uh-oh.
What do the regular like folk speak? Like the
They
non-merchant
speak whatever
class?
the local common is.
Right. I wonder what that is though. Like if I wanted to try to gather information, can I even communicate with them?
Yeah.
Whose
just
colony
all
is
just
this?
Probably
cast
not.
tongues on you if we really need to.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
So 12 diplomacy.
What
to
is that
find
8
out.
for? Or that 12 for? That sorry.
Diplomacy to know
that-
about spaghetti.
Oh,
monster.
diplomacy. Okay. So, there is, it is prophesied that, the flying spaghetti monster will come in 6 months, to deliver deliverance and pasta to everyone on the planet.
Okay.
And that the plate of pasta, this is like in capitals, the plate of pasta, like it's a special thing. You can tell by the way they're saying is is his avatar on Earth.
How do you know about this?
The plate of pasta has told us.
It talks?
Hold on. You don't actually know if Wish Knife actually talked, so.
This is true.
Or I don't know if you think Wish Knife actually talks, but it's not the first time you've heard something about something dumb talking.
I just think that's just Jane being Jane.
That's reasonable.
For those who are enlightened, it talks to them in their mind.
Okay. Well, thank you. When locals aren't listening, I'll tell the people, can we just leave? Like, this is. I don't think we need to be
Yeah,
here.
like I said, I wanted to leave tonight if we could.
Yeah. This place is weird, and I don't want to be involved when it gets weirder.
Uh,
Don't
yep,
want to be
that's
involved in the
exactly
spaghetti
how
eating
how
ritual or
I
whatever.
feel.
No. I don't even like spaghetti. I like spaghetti. Rhea doesn't like spaghetti, apparently.
Neither does the heat. He's a couscous purist.
Ooh.
Well, does he come back at sunset or no?
He does.
And his thoughts?
His thoughts are that if something, he tells you that currently the price of olive oil is at an all-time low in town, and that it wouldn't be worth the trade for him right now. But if something were to happen and the price were to raise, he would be willing to trade the blade for your olive oil, and on top of that, throw in the oils and the whetstone.
Okay, what about this? How about this? After everybody eats the olive oil, you'll no longer have olive oil. So then you can buy our olive oil and sell it now that they ran out. Yeah?
It's almost certainly going to be a huge consumption amount tomorrow, and then the market will suddenly be very dry after being glutted.
Yeah.
But the demand will also be way down.
For olive oil lasts for a long time. All you have to do is wait. It's an investment.
Right,
Surely a
but if
man
their
as experienced
prophecies
and
are
worldly as you
true,
are, since it-
everyone will have pasta come 6 months.
then
Right,
everyone
and
will
then they'll
need
need
more
olive
olive
oil.
oil.
The prophecy's insinuation is that the olive oil comes with the free pasta.
Are you going to trust insinuations? Something not specifically spelled out in scripture? Relying on the
You mean spelled out
interpretation
in
of prophets
spaghetti?
and fools?
I guess he just doesn't know how good our olive oil is. What a shame.
It's true. I'll never experience Egyptian olive oil again. This is the last stock the world will ever see.
Also, I noticed a lack of ships at your port. There seems to not be a whole lot coming in.
Yes, the waters have been strange. The sailors that have come here, have mentioned that, there are monsters in the seas these days. An ever
So,
more pressing reason why you might want this special blade of mine.
so now you can tell everybody that this olive oil traveled the sea of monsters and survived. Ray is just getting wild now.
I'm not sure that will increase the price.
Oh, but it will.
It does make for an excellent story, though.
Let me ask you this. Are your blades truly happy sitting on shelves doing nothing?
Ooh, burn. Ooh.
No, which is why I have given you such a lucrative deal. Usually they are worth much, much more. But I consider the well-being of my blade in my business arrangements.
I'm trying to think on how else to haggle with him. Because I don't necessarily want to spend time messing with the cultists.
I'm gonna have to see that blade to tell you whether or not this is worth it. But I'm gonna lean on no. Because this guy's not very sensible. They actually believe they're gonna get spaghetti.
Yeah, they're completely nuts.
Your choice. I'm ready to go.
I mean, it seems good, but on the other hand, it's just like not worth messing with cultists. One, two. This guy's probably trying to get us to. Well, he's obviously trying to get way more than it's worth. Is my hunch.
Though I'm curious what a spaghetti monster would look like, I'm also afraid that it might actually exist. You know what I mean? I'm not sure I want to be here to see it.
You don't want to see the plate of pasta?
If anything has the name monster in its name, it's probably not attractive.
Who said the plate of pasta was a monster? It's the avatar of the flying spaghetti monster. That is a monster.
Right, the spaghetti monster. Isn't the
But not the
spaghetti
plate of
monster supposed
pasta.
to be coming? Isn't the plate of pasta already here?
Yes, in 6 months.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, they're just like performing a ritual for a prophecy.
Yeah, to fulfill the prophecy of the flying spaghetti monster arriving in 6 months. It is April, by the way.
Yeah, I'm sure that that 6 months is coincidental. Probably
It
something
doesn't
to
happen
that.
to be like the 31st of April. Wait, is there 31 days in April?
No, it's not. It's have to do with calendar, the like traditional calendar things. I'm pretty sure that it probably lines up with when the world resets.
Bagayamasha prophecy. Who wrote this prophecy? No, nobody wrote the prophecy. The plate is supposedly telepathically telling people about this prophecy. Do you guys
Yeah,
want
we
to
can go try and
go
talk to
see
the
the
plate
plate?
ourselves.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's just a plate,
not
right?
especially. It's
Not
probably
especially,
not.
no.
It's probably not just a plate, and that's why I'm a little concerned about it, going to talk to it.
Huh. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't need
But I don't
anything
know. I
from this
mean,
guy, and we
I could
don't
go try
need
talking
to
to
sell
it. I
olive
guess
oil,
I have.
so... But the waters are dangerous, also, so do we even want to stay on the waters?
I don't think we have
If you
much of
want
a
to get to
choice.
India, it's probably the fastest way.
But not the only way.
It is not the only way, that is for sure.
I mean, we saw a ship
It's probably
get
the most
vortexed.
effective way still. We fought monsters before, like weird
How do
bunny
you
things.
fight a vortex?
The vortex isn't the monster, right?
Well, I was talking
just
about
dodge it.
ships. We saw a ship get vortexed into the ocean.
Yeah, but we dodged because we're better than them.
You think that's gonna keep happening? I guess if we're... You have a lot of confidence, sir.
I mean, on the other hand, I just don't think land is a viable option.
Yeah.
There's also, like, undead hordes in your way over land at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Like, over here, undead land.
Ay. Yeah, well, we gotta make a decision whether or not we're gonna do this sword, or go, or sell olive oil, or burn the other people's olive oil, or talk to the plate. I don't know. There's a lot of choices right now.
The plate and the storehouses of olive oil are in the same place.
I mean, I'm not ready to sabotage things if that sword's not worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm with you.
And if they summon a giant spaghetti monster in 6 months, like, we all know what's going on for realsies, sort of. Not really. Actually, we don't really know what's going on.
It is foreshadowing for your characters, and hint, 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 wink, wink
Yeah.
by the GM to the players.
Right.
So you're telling us the plan is that we smash up some olive oil.
No, I think the plan is I go see whether or not that sword is worth all of this trouble.
I think
Well, that's what we've
fair.
got you for.
But we're gonna have to go to this.
I'll go
photo
see if
shop.
I can get to if I can go see if this talking plate is a real talking plate.
Try to find
Are we
somebody who's
splitting the
actually spoke
party?
to him. No.
Yeah, we definitely should.
No, we'll do one thing at a time. We'll talk. We'll
Okay.
do the plate thing first.
I'll go with you. I'll go with you. Yeah, either we can go to the plate first, but I'll
We're
go
out
with you
here
then. You
now,
can come with me.
I guess, and
Yeah.
do it now. Yeah.
We'll go to the plate. Let's all go. I'm gonna
Yeah.
try talking to the plate. What's the worst that could happen?
Tell your friend no deal, but we'll think about it.
Why don't you
Yeah.
see the sword first, and then we can
Yeah,
talk
let's see
to
the
the plate.
sword first.
Ah, fine.
Who said that?
I don't know.
I did. I said,
Oh,
let's go see the
jeez.
sword first.
Okay, sure,
Oh, I
fine. I
guess
don't care.
something's talking from my mouth.
What? What incarnation?
No. It's just like it's a logical order of operations
Is
because
it?
like you guys didn't want to get involved with smashing the olive oil unless the sword was worth it, right, Raya?
I mean, I don't mind going back and forth. It's good exercise, you know. Sitting
I
on
mean,
that
maybe I
boat's
don't
kind
care
of
about the
lean.
sword, and I just want to talk to the plate.
Oh, you
That's
just want to
very
talk to the
reasonable.
plate of spaghetti. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Just find
But
out
we'll go
if
check
it
the sword
talks.
we're
first.
having an impasse, so
Yeah,
let's
let's
have the
check the
charisma
sword
off
first.
between Trassa and Jane.
And me? Okay.
It's pretty
Also,
low,
it
yeah.
looks like you're
Alright,
seeing the sword first.
we're seeing the sword first. I'm not willing to exert my will on the party.
Apparently not. That's what the dice say.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
Guys,
go and see the sword.
Wish Knife said some mystical sky figure said that we should look at the sword first. It clearly is what happened.
Yeah.
But also,
Actually,
it makes
what Wish
sense.
Knife says is he he actually liked the fragrance of that oil.
Oh, really? You like that a lot? Well, I was in the market looking around for some in the meantime. Did I find any that he thought was comparable, or what?
No. That like the one that he had. Like it's expensive, but he might be
Okay.
onto something.
Alright, alright. I'll see what we can do, Wish Knife. It's real expensive.
What? Do you just like wander off?
No,
we're
no, no.
going to
Like,
the
Oh.
oil is the same guy who owns the sword.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, you go back to his, what is pretty much a, con man's pawn shop.
Yeah, we don't know that.
I mean, we kind of do.
You
I'm
kind
pretty,
of do.
pretty keen on it.
Yeah. All right.
And, he
We'll look
brings
at this
out the
sword.
materials he, is willing to trade if the price of olive oil gets changed for some reason or another.
Okay, I'm gonna wait. What are the components to this spell? Hold on.
I can do it as
Verbal
a psychic
charisma.
spell, so
Can he?
so
So you don't have verbal or yeah.
somatic components. Not from any of my
That's correct.
spellcasting. I'm a psychic spellcaster, so I can
Okay.
just do it. But I'm not that
Okay.
good at spellcraft, so I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, you try first then.
So what was it? It was some ointment and like the sword, right? Was that what we were looking into?
Shaving cream and a sword. Yeah.
No, and
Shaving
oil.
cream.
There was shaving cream, oil, and a sword.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I use detect magic as a psychic spell. Do any of those three things detect as magic, or do all of them detect as magic? Maybe.
So the oil and the shaving cream detect as magic. The sword does not.
Okay. Then I'll attempt a couple of spellcraft checks. What is my spellcraft? Is plus 10.
Oh, so is mine.
So those are my two spellcraft checks. Probably not very good, but
Oh no. Okay, but you detected
Oh
magic
no.
two things?
yeah, there are two things that are magical. It wasn't the sword. The sword is not magical.
Okay.
But
I guess we're not having this conversation, but
no, not yet.
yeah. Maybe you like
But yeah,
point to
I
the two or something.
Do you guys have knowledge planes or
Why, yes, I do, Miss Bird.
Yeah, I've got knowledge planes. Those are those
I got one rank in
flying
it.
things that they've been
Or
making in the
appraise?
US, right?
Planes, it is.
I have both, but I'm slightly better at knowledge planes.
Oof. I want knowledge planes like the flying machines they make in
Great.
the United States.
Knowledge
Oh
airplane.
my god, guys.
We don't. I don't know. It's
Why
a
are
con
you
man's
rolling
pawn
so
shop.
ass?
We're confused.
Well, I don't know what
He
any of
has
this stuff does.
incense that is affecting your dice and skewing your judgment.
I whisper to Zaid that I think the sword is rubbish.
Well, it is made out of bronze, not steel.
Go ahead and
I
roll
said I
me
don't
your praise
detect-
checks too.
I don't detect a look of magic on him. Alright, I'll roll it. It's a little
Oh,
better.
that's better. That's a lot better. Okay, so. Yeah, I said roll appraise as well.
Eh.
Okay, so together with, like, you huddle around and, like, you talk to each other about it. And you think that his asking price is a little bit high, but it's nearby. You think this would usually go for about 1,000 gold pieces. And you like with your knowledges, you figured out that this is actually not something that you can find anywhere here. This is a special material that's pretty rare. And through your spellcrafts and your knowledges, you think that this is particularly good against magical beasts and monstrous humanoids. grants a +1 bonus on damage rolls against them. And if you make a successful attack, you get +1 to attack rolls against the creature that you attacked, if it's a magical beast or monstrous humanoid.
Wait, is this for the sword?
The oil?
This is for the sword, yeah.
No. Okay. So
No,
it's,
this is the sword.
it's not
The sword.
it's not magical, but it has like a weird supernatural
A
material that it's
plane,
made out of.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a supernatural material, but it's not magical.
Crazy. Okay.
Like it's some sort of weird fey material, but
Yeah.
okay.
Can you melt
That sounds
something
like a lot
that
of finicky
down
math.
and turn
I'm against it.
into a sheen for wish knife?
You're against it?
Yeah, I don't want to do that kind of math. Oh, if you have to do it, I guess it's fine.
Yeah, it's not for you.
Exactly. I wouldn't want to do that kind of finicky math, so I'm against it. All right. While we're thinking about this, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go grab something to drink.
I will paste this into chat for what his properties are.
That's good.
Yeah, it's good. But if we're just wronging people, it seems far easier to steal from him than it would be to ruin the olive oil shipment, and then we could sell the olive oil elsewhere.
Yeah?
How much does he want for just the oil?
That's a good question.
Hmm.
How much for the
The oil that he was trying to sell me, that Wish Knife is interested in. How much
Yeah,
is that?
he offered that for 250 gold pieces.
Wait, I thought he was offering like all three things for 250 gold pieces.
Yeah.
What about just the oil? The other two are so cheap that they're not worth anything?
He
Alright, I'm back.
insists on selling you the package, as just one will not work to benefit your relationship.
I'm gonna telepathically talk with Wish Knife. Well, do you actually care about the other two?
Wish Knife shrug.
Damn, that's
That's
impressive.
kind of where I was at. Yeah, no, it's really
Cool
impressive.
knife.
Yeah.
Is it like the guard on the hand above the handle does like the shrug? Is that where the shrug happens?
Yeah, it just goes up a little bit and comes back down.
Yeah. Like damn. All right. Although in that picture, it doesn't look like there is a guard.
Oh man.
I mean, like you telepathically get that Wish Knife is like feeling that sort of emotion.
He telepathically
Okay.
sent you like an emote.
The emoji.
An emoji, a
An
shrug
emoji. Shrug, the shrug emoji. Yeah.
How many arms does his shrug emoji have? You need to understand the depths of his apathy.
That's what Wish Knife says.
Okay. Um. Well, Wish Knife, the bad news is I don't have enough. I guess I'll ask Zahid if he's willing to try and talk the guy down for me on that stuff. Because I'm not great with that.
I suppose I could try it.
Wait.
I have already sort of tried talking
Did
to
we
him because I talked
determine-
about how I've seen better deals elsewhere.
Did we determine
Hmm.
what the oil and the
Nope.
cream is?
Or I didn't at least.
Then why are we
No,
willing to
Wishknife
buy
just
it
won it.
still?
I know it's magical, but I don't know what it does. And maybe I'd whisper it to you like, "What? It's magical. They're magical oil, and but I don't know what they actually do."
Okay, huddle, everybody. Rhea whispers to everybody.
Bubble.
All right.
I'm gonna try to detect magic, but if he catches on, we might just have to go with Plan B, which is knock him out and take everything and run. Okay.
I'm always okay with Plan B.
All right. All right, I go handle.
That sounds.
I ask.
That
if
sounds
I
like
can
it might actually be easier.
check out the oil and the. I'm gonna.
Although this guy might be like
detect
really high
magic
level for all I
and then
know.
spell
Yeah,
craft.
that's kind of where I'm at. It's like out of character. It's a Mantis game. Everything's really been hard my whole life since I broke out of this asylum. I don't even think for a second that this guy would be any easier to fight.
Yes, well,
Everything
we have the
in this world
comfort
is
to know that
actually-
we can restart and just not talk to him.
Actually,
at all. We can
Trasa
just
would probably
pass
say this
by.
in
Yeah, but that's
character that
miserable.
everything in
You
this world is
die?
terrible.
Yeah, you die and then you're miserable.
It's really
and you have
hard.
to go through everything all over again, and a lot of that's miserable too.
Ugh, rah. It's fine. Okay, I'm gonna sleight of hand and bluff to disguise my casting. That's
Okay.
what it was, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Sleight of hand's the worst one, so I'm gonna do that first. Okay.
Oh, good roll.
And then where is it? Come on,
The worst part of this, the worst part
Okay.
is that we keep getting reborn into like this,
Woo.
like the shittiest, one of the shittiest parts of my life.
Okay.
Right?
So,
If we got reborn
Uh,
earlier, like
That's
maybe I'd
just
actually
to
know who I
detect
was this
magic.
time.
And then I gotta roll spellcraft if he doesn't notice me
Yeah.
doing this.
he doesn't notice you.
Nice, okay.
Good rolls.
Oof. Oil first, and then.
Oof, big oof. So, you don't know what the shaving cream does.
Okay, I'm gonna roll knowledge arcana on that shaving cream. What aura might I detect from it?
What aura do you detect? This is an enchantment aura.
Okay. And then, do I figure out what the oil is?
Yes. So this oil, if used in small doses, prevents any weather effects from natural sources. Any weathering effects from natural sources. And if you use the entirety at once, it can bypass DR/good.
It could be useful if we fight things like those skeletals again.
Yeah, but it takes a standard action to apply oil.
Yep, but if we fight the skeletals again, we'll be in combat with them for like
Forever, I
4
guess so,
minutes.
yeah.
So yeah, you have lots of time to apply it in that case.
Fair enough. Enchantments. Well,
I'm hoping we just don't fight any more skeletals like that again, but
I tell them, I whisper, like, what I think it might do, but I don't think this is worth all the hassle.
alright,
I
so
mean,
we're
I'm
gonna
not
go.
super interested in what the oil does. I'm more just interested in that Wishknife wants it.
Witch Knife
He
just
puts up
wants...
with a lot of stuff.
Witch Knife just wants to be buffed up, man. Just offer him some other oil, you know?
Well, I did, but like he usually, other than just killing things, he just normally doesn't request much.
Still find
So,
it weird that you talk to your knife.
okay, well, I find it weird that you shout all the time.
Touche.
I have to admit, a talking knife is kind of strange.
I mean, are we gonna start throwing stones at our glass house of having Connell?
I know. That was kind of actually intentional. I
Yeah,
was setting myself up.
right.
If you mention that, Trostler says, "No, that's different."
Bunch of weird magic fuckers. That's us.
Connell will talk to you if you want him. If you want to,
Oh, then
next time you see
speaking
him,
of
you should try talking to him.
speaking of
But
weird
I've never been
magic
able to talk
stuff,
to Wish Knife.
I was looking at my character sheet a little while ago, and I forgot I had the thing where like if I get hit once a day, I can like there's a 50% chance I can make a shadow duplicate, and they hit that instead. And I completely forgot
Oh.
I had that this whole time because I'm so anti-magic. I just assumed I didn't have it anymore. Like when I redid my character, I thought I got rid of it.
Is it like an ability you have?
Solid.
It's a rogue talent.
Oh, okay. Like
It's
an
like
immediate
a one
action.
mirror image thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well.
So, do you want to go talk to the plate of pasta?
Sure.
Well,
Yes. I'm kind
That's
of
not
done
any
with
weirder
this
than a
shop.
talking knife.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong. All right. I'll think about bargaining with this guy in a little while longer. Because I forgot about the 6th plat, so I actually do have enough. I just don't want to spend all that.
Oh boy.
Alright, I'll go talk to the talking pasta. What's the worst that could happen?
Well,
Give me
we
a
could
second
cut it
to
up
set
and
up
eat
the
it
map.
with
I'm
my knife that also talks.
I'm sharing consciousness with Connell, so he'll protect me. Connell, I'm counting on you to protect me. I think he actually does, because when I share consciousness with him, I get like an additional bonus to my will save. Yeah, it's a +4 bonus for his mind affecting.
It's pretty good.
So yeah, versus mind affecting right now, my will save is +17. Pretty
That's
good.
pretty good.
But I mean, in this campaign, that might not even matter. So I could get like
Sorry,
similar numbers.
I am setting up a map because I didn't actually expect this to happen, so
You didn't
give
think we
me-
would talk to the pasta?
Yeah.
Well, I
I
don't
thought
really
you
want
were
to,
going
but-
along not that route, so
Yeah. But the last minute, I was like, we should go talk to the pasta. That seems
We
important.
definitely need
So
to
I'll
talk
cast
I mean,
false.
like, at least get the pasta's opinion on this.
I'm gonna
whole
put false life
situation.
on myself as well because that lasts for like 6 hours. So I probably put it on before we went to the shop. But yeah, if we run into trouble, it'll suck because I can't really summon Connell because we're in the town. But you know, this is the situation where the spiritualist is not so good. Later on, I
If
can
we get into
start
a situation where
using.
you need to summon Connell, I feel like we probably should, and things have already gone really south.
I mean,
It's
I could
just
take a
clearly
minute to
an
try to do
avatar
it.
of another deity.
When I get to level 8, I get the thing where like I can summon like an ectoplasmic bonded manifestation for like 10 rounds, and then I can have him like he can attack people from my square as like a swift action. Just do like 2 attacks as a swift action, which is pretty sweet. And he gives me like bonuses to my AC, so I can actually like do that. It actually makes it way easier to trigger as Oathbound or whatever that fuck it's called. That makes it so his damage dice get increased when somebody attacks me, because I'm like, they're attacking me. He's in the same. He's inside my mind. I'm like already right there next to him.
Okay. So you go up to this cave, which is the sanctum of
The pasta god.
the plate of pasta.
Mm-hmm.
And there are, like, lit lanterns going up to the cave. But you don't, like, meet any of the villagers or, city folk going there. Let's see, let me grab your tokens.
Alright.
Except for, Connell and Jacob and Bruce, because Jacob and Bruce decided that they are going to stay on the boat and they want nothing of this place.
They're watching over our olive oil to make sure nobody steals it.
Exactly. They are defending the olive oil.
Yep.
Huh.
Someone's got to.
Yeah, but it's a very important task.
If you say so, Captain.
If there's no one up here, I could maybe manifest Connell, I suppose. Take a minute to do that. I
And
don't
you
know,
get
that's
to
kind
the
of risky
entrance
though.
of the cave.
Are there people
Would
outside
you
the
like to
entrance of the
manifest
cave?
Connell?
Is there anybody outside of it?
Nope.
There could be someone inside though, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I will. It's fine.
Okay.
Hopefully I don't need him. I can still cast spells and whatnot, so.
Okay. Okay, I am bringing you to a map that is MS painted, but, you know, had to make it on the fly.
Yeah, it's fine. I appreciate a good MS Paint map.
All MS Paint maps are good maps. You know how lazy I am? Half the time I won't make a map.
Daniel special.
Yeah, it's a Daniel special.
My campaign is like all MS Paint maps almost all the time.
So, you see a giant plate of pasta. It is of large size, being held by four persons in the center of the room.
Are they actual peoples? Are they like on standing
They
underneath it?
seem to be
No?
peoples. You d-
I will
You don't see them,
carefully.
but
I don't. I carefully move up to about 60 feet away from the plate of pasta
no,
and
like
cast.
you can see them just like on the map. I don't have tokens.
Fair enough. I cast Detect Undead.
You do not detect undead.
All
Also, lining the walls of the cave, like in like little carved out alcoves, there are shrunken heads.
Oh,
Hmm.
that's creepy. Weird.
Oh,
Are
wait,
those
it's
undead?
dead people. Dead people. Oh, good. That's
They are
not
not
a
undead.
problem for Zahid. I'm
say-
gonna get nervous.
I reassure you that they are fully dead.
Okay, corpses don't do it for me anymore. Corpses freak me out now too.
Don't worry, I can detect when something's undead, and these are not undead.
And you see barrels of what you can assume to be olive oil in the back of the cave.
Perfect. See, while we're here, we could just destroy the olive oil then. I think we kind of decided we don't really care about the stuff that guy's selling, though. I mean, we could still destroy the olive oil and sell our olive oil, just not to that guy.
That's true.
Just do it for gold. All right. I start moving towards the pasta a little bit and see if the people holding it look
Okay.
like they're reacting.
The people holding it do not seem to react to you, but
The shrunken heads
you
do.
do hear a voice in your head.
Ah, the pasta.
Oh, all of our heads or just hers? I mean, I'm coming up with it.
Just Trassa's as Trassa is approaching the pasta. Oh, maybe Rhea too,
Okay.
as you are approaching the pasta.
Well, Ray,
I don't want
this
to be
might be a
anywhere
bad
near that
idea.
pasta.
I don't care.
As the plate of pasta says, "Ah, new followers to join in the ceremony of the flying spaghetti monster.
Uh-huh.
Please come, and I will anoint you into our most enlightened religion."
I'm pretty sure you're about to get Edward's black pasted.
You know, some of the locals told me that
Uh,
only the chosen ones are spoken to. We're chosen.
I guess you are chosen.
Damn it. All right. I'm not walking closer to that thing. But it's talking to me. I turn around and I walk
I
towards
mentally
them.
think towards it. Oh, wise, chosen spaghetti creature. What would you have us do if we were to serve you?
I would have you stay a day and bask in the glory that is pasta for and spaghetti for all that will come in a mere half a year.
This half a year time frame. It seems oddly specific.
Tell it you don't like spaghetti.
Why not
Indeed.
Why not a full year?
Because the flying spaghetti monster journeys through the cosmos, and it has been foreseen that he will journey here.
Oh, okay. I look back to the others and see that they're probably not hearing any of this. And then look back to the spaghetti.
I look at them like, okay, what is going on? I'm keeping watch out here just in case something goes wrong. This is crazy.
Yeah, I turned around and came to Jane.
All right,
and
good
whatnot and
talk, man.
told
But
them
I have a
what's talking to us.
very busy schedule I have to keep, and I think I'll be going now. And turn around and start trying to walk away.
Oh, please don't go so soon, as the 4 people carrying this thing come after you.
Carrying it
Oh,
with
we gotta
them.
kill some
Let them
cultists.
follow. We can outrun it. It's fine.
And the heads on the walls all open their eyes, and their ears grow and start flapping.
That's
no.
freaking weird. I want to get out
They're
of here.
Vargoyles.
I think
And you
we-
guys
I-
can
I
roll
have a feeling
initiative.
Yeah, we're gonna have to kill
Alright.
some pasta.
You're gonna have to kill some pasta.
All
We
right.
might have to break the
Don't
pasta
worry,
plate.
guys. All I need is a
If that
magic
happens-
fork. Then
If
I
we
can
break the
use a
pasta
magic
plate, then we
fork.
definitely have to
I
get
missed
out
my
of here, though.
3-5 initiative
because-
button.
The whole town's gonna be mad at us, unless they're under a spell.
I just need a
Yeah.
magic fork to accompany my magic knife.
Yeah,
Then we
3-5.
can
Need
get
the magic
You didn't
spoon.
have to open the character sheet, right?
Yep.
So I got bad news. I rolled really badly.
I got some bad news too, and that's that I don't get a roll twice like I normally do. So that's kind
I
of
thought Kana
unfortunate.
was manifested.
Nope, I decided not to because I wasn't sure, and it turns out there were people in here. So
That's fair.
I rolled pretty terrible. I'm probably gonna get fucked up by some Varghouls or whatever the fuck they are. Sounds like Varghouls, but
They are not. Give me a second to.
or what was that other weird flying head thing we fought in Mummy's Mask?
Oh. That was a Vargoyle.
Oh, that was a Vargoyle. Okay.
Well, actually, you fought 2 heads, essentially. What was the other one?
These look like butterflies.
I know they're swarm tokens. Just deal with it, okay?
Yeah, I think we're
No,
just
I
running
hate
away.
swarms.
I'm pretty sure our party is literally incapable of fighting swarms.
I can
You can
kill
fight
like
these swarms. These swarms are made up of tiny things, not fine
Not
things.
diminutive. Okay.
Yeah, not diminutive.
Well, it's a good thing I brought my flamethrower. Oh wait, I didn't.
Yeah, but if they're a swarm of tiny things, you can hit them for half damage with weapon damage at least. So.
Can I precision damage a swarm?
Usually not.
I figured I would not be able to.
Yeah, I think they're usually immune to precision damage.
Yeah, I think so.
Kind of like oozes are. They don't have like a distinct enough form to do precision damage to them.
These guys aren't remarkably
Oh, I never actually rolled my
scary.
temp hit points. Just it's D10 plus 6. How many temp hit points do I have? 9. Okay. I probably need those. Yeah, I don't think I've been using it very much, but I have at will detect undead as a class ability. I probably should be using it more.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know much about undead.
We see a lot of undead.
Okay, these swarms start like blabbering as they come and they start flying. So swarm add turn.
I really hope these aren't like gibbering mouthers because I cannot deal with whiz damage.
And round.
Good old shared initiative. So they're all gonna go before us.
Raya, you see this stuff happen.
I start shouting! To
You start
inspire
shouting.
my
Okay,
allies!
they are all blabbering and like talking about secrets and stuff. And you're shouting. Okay, Jane.
It's loud in here, guys.
Yeah, that's all weird and all. But this is all weird and all.
Sorry, enjoy your +2.
No. I'm talking about the weird gibbering mouth thingamajigs. It's just very loud. I don't want to deal with it.
The shrunken
I'm
heads
not very.
grew wings, started flying around.
Yeah, I
Their
don't like that.
ears grew.
Okay, Dumbo.
Also, Rhea, something you might have wanted to do on your turn was roll a knowledge roll on these guys. Give me a dungeoneering
Okay.
Oh,
if you
yeah.
have.
Oh, thanks for being
Bardic
smart,
knowledge.
Rhea.
Have
Rhea.
everything.
Is Rhea that smart to think of these things? Yeah, sure is.
You can make the check on train because you're a bard. So
I know. I was just saying.
unless you replaced it.
I didn't think about doing it, so I was like, would Rhea think about doing it? Okay, what was it? A knowledge... what?
Dungeoneering.
Dungeoneering.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one for me.
Okay, you're not like you haven't heard of like this thing before, but
I read
you
weird books.
think you have some ideas about like what it can do. So it's a swarm made up of tiny creatures. So it has like the swarm traits for that. And you think you guys are probably much stronger than these things, but what can be frustrating for spellcasters is that they need to make a concentration check as if casting defensively when they are within 30 feet of them because of their jabbering.
So 130 feet's the entire map, basically.
No, within 30 feet.
No, 30 feet. It's still basically the entire map.
I add that information into my performance.
We're already within 30
Jane.
feet of them, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really not good against swarms.
No, nobody in this party is. Swarms are like,
Yeah.
I don't, well, almost every party I've been in, people are terrible against. The only one that we've been like decent against swarms was Strange Aeons, I guess. We had Kudu who can just kill them with elemental damage.
Well, Will can vouch that I have a character that my other character is good against swarms
Yeah,
because fire damage.
I guess
I can
Derek's
vouch
character
for
of
that.
Mummy's Mask can kind of do that too, but he always misses. So
Yeah, he
Oh,
misses
see,
a lot.
I just had to hit AC 10. So,
yeah, but
um,
that's a challenge. It's been a challenge for Derek's character. It's probably better now.
oh,
We're higher
that's
level,
honestly really funny, but, um, well, let's see.
well, especially early on because he doesn't have very much. He doesn't have very much
I think
dex,
I
even
delayed
though
till after Zahid.
Yeah, he didn't build
till
his
after
stat
Zahid.
block very well, honestly, but
yeah, he wasn't. And at least it wasn't optimized very well. But
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
Mantis, I'm
Where
gonna
did
delay
Jane
till after
go?
Zahid.
Jane?
Well,
Hmm?
you pressed the
Genius.
button and then I went to the bottom of the initiative order, but I'm changing my
No,
initiative
No.
because I'm
Where are
delayed
you
till
on the
after
map?
Zahid.
right below Rhea.
Below Rhea.
I do not see
I
that.
don't see
I
that.
must be desync.
Yeah.
Oh,
probably.
okay.
I'm gonna hit refresh.
I did change my initiative though to be right after Zahid.
Okay, I'll drag you there. Ah, I see. Okay. These guys. Uh, they see a nice cluster of people. They're gonna go move in and
Uh-oh.
swarm on top of you guys.
I don't like this.
If you have combat reflexes, you can get attacks of opportunities.
I
Jane,
do,
you
and
get
I'll
an
take
attack
'em.
of opportunity.
Okay.
I did not
Such a
have
good
weapon
feat.
out.
If you get that, then you get uncanny dodge. You're basically never flat-footed. It's
Okay,
amazing.
you do
I'm a power
3
attack.
damage to
Oh,
this
wait.
thing.
Wait, I apologize. That's 2 more because of Inspire Courage.
2 more damage?
2 more to
Yep.
both, but yes.
Yeah.
Attack
Okay,
and
you
damage.
do 4 damage to this thing.
Aha!
Aha! Got you now.
That'll teach you.
There you go.
You do 8 damage to this thing.
Yeah, I'm immune to crits. Yeah, I'm not going to be very useful this combat.
Hmm.
And actually, Zahid, do you have you can make 2 attack of opportunities, because 2 of them are moving through your threat.
Then I will go ahead and take a second attack of opportunity. But I don't think that's gonna work.
That meets its AC.
Nice.
I feel pretty good about power attacking.
So basically, as long as you don't roll a 1, you hit these guys. At least on your first attack. Probably not on your second iterative, but
And so they're going to be doing some chomp chomp damage to all 3 of you. This is both swarms.
Oh boy.
Take 9 damage, all of you.
Ow! And then roll
Not
some.
through.
A fortitude? No? Yes? No?
And this one flies over.
No distraction?
It double moves.
I should shut up while I can.
Yeah.
that's my job to like remind the GM how to
Sorry,
screw us
Pluto.
over. God
Swarms
damn
are my
it, I feel
forte,
offended.
though.
But yes, normally I feel like distraction's pretty common on swarms. Maybe these don't have it though.
I do not think these guys have distraction. They have the jabber
take it.
ability, but not distraction.
Okay. Oh, because they have like a different ability, maybe they took it away.
Yeah.
Be a pretty strong swarm,
So.
I guess, if it did have it all.
Yeah, these guys aren't super strong. But it's the plate of pasta's turn.
Uh-oh.
no.
Let's see what it can do.
Oh no. And it's going to move up here. Right next to Trasa.
Is it being carried, or did like the noodles like jump out and carry him
There
over
were
to me?
4 people carrying it, right?
Right.
The
but
4
I don't know if
people
they
are
still...
carrying it over
Okay.
to Trasa.
Okay.
Trip them. Make the
Could I
And-
like? I wonder if it can move without those people then.
Maybe. I don't know.
That's what I
It's
was
going
thinking
to
too.
tentacle you once.
Shit.
As
Yeah, it probably
a string
will.
of pasta comes out to smack you.
Sure.
It's just noodles. It can't hurt.
Yeah, that hits.
Is it? Okay. Take 6 damage. And give me a
Alright.
fortitude save.
There it is. The old
You
man
sure you
is
don't mean a
special.
will
Give
save?
me an X save.
I'm pretty sure I don't. Oh, you also get a will save.
Ooh, also.
That's for
Oh,
Oh, there's
something
2
else.
saves.
There's the
No.
fort save. And then the will save. If it's first mind affecting, I get a +4. If it's an emotion affect, I get an additional +1. I'll just roll it without this situational stuff.
Yeah.
And then I'll tell you what applies, I guess, if it's close. Still plus a 13, so I mean, it's probably fine
Okay.
without the situational.
You see that this is not, in fact, a plate of pasta.
Really?
Really.
shocked. I'm really shocked. I did not see this coming.
I'm shooketh.
All right.
Consider thyself shook.
Was it an illusion that I see through then? when
It was an
attacks me?
illusion that you see through.
All right. It's probably not even people carrying it. It's probably just a creature.
It's just a creature.
The
Okay.
only thing I see through is the lies of the Jedi.
What does that look like? It looks
This is
like
what it
an
looks like to you.
ammonite. All right.
A spaghetti
looks like an almanite.
monster.
It looks
Pour one out for
praise
the
Helix.
It was gonna show itself in 6 months.
Oh, of course. That's just natural.
You know what? I'm fine with worshiping Helix. That makes sense to me. Probably summon Cthulhu in 6 months, though.
Uh-huh.
all right. What was the
Zahid.
fort save? Did I make it?
Oh, you do not
Uh,
succeed the fort save. Let me get onto that.
Damn, I should have kept my mouth shut.
Oh shit! I remember
Ruined
now.
again
the last
by my
campaign.
own
It's all
loud
coming
mouth.
together.
Yeah. No, I mean I'm not surprised.
Because
But-
the event that happened just before we went and fought William Defoe. Some other event happened.
Yeah.
You take 4 additional damage, and you take 2 dexterity damage.
Oh, that's real bad.
Okay, it could be worse. All right.
As you
I'll just-
feel like there's when it slapped you, there's a stinger that's now in you.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
you
not.
turned into a Cthulhu.
It's not drain, so you know.
You know?
Okay. Oh, sorry. It's Zahid's turn. Zahid.
Will I take AOs if I walk through the swarms to slice at the flying spaghetti monster? Because I think if it goes, the swarms go.
Swarms don't give attack opportunities anyway. You can just move through them.
I didn't know if they did or didn't.
No, they don't.
They do not.
Feel like I might get one from the flying spaghetti monster, but I'm going in.
Go
Is it actually in
Okay.
the? Is it actually in
It's
the?
in
spaghetti?
it's in the pasta square.
Okay.
Uh,
So
and
you
yes,
move up
you
here.
do
pasta
get-
square.
Or right there.
You do
yeah.
get AO'd from it.
Well,
Before
I hope
you
it's
are
ready to
within
get
reach
tentacle
to
parried.
riposte it. Would you like to attempt to parry this attack?
I feel like I don't want to get a tentacle to grab me, so yes.
Okay. Roll your parry.
There you go.
Hey, I think you got
okay.
it. Too bad
Oh,
that
wow.
wasn't your normal attack.
If it hits, I'm really worried.
It could be a 35 in theory, right? Because it was a plus 14 from the one you did earlier on me.
That's
Well, then it
really
would be
good.
34.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
but
right.
I'm
I'd
at
have to
nat
roll.
20s
it can.
anyway, so.
So what it can do is it can max out its d20.
Well, it missed.
does not.
Even if
You
it maxed
parry.
out.
I think even if it had, you would have parried it. I'm not 100% sure how that works, though.
I'm a hit it with the scimitar. And I don't know this thing's AC yet, so I'm not power attacking.
Okay.
No,
That'll
is it
miss.
AC 20?
And he gets that will save now, too, to see if he thinks it's a
Yeah,
spaghetti
you
monster
get the
or
will
not.
save. Roll will save.
I don't think I'm gonna make that. Just
So it
throwing
actually
that out
wasn't
there.
mind affecting. I wouldn't have gotten that situational bonus.
Core, let's see.
It's probably just like a disguise self. It's probably a low DC.
Yeah, but I'm not exactly a goodwill, good wisdom character.
Eh.
I know it's a Mantis game.
Okay.
You think it's a
That's-
plate of pasta?
It's a
Alright.
plate of pasta. I'm pretty sure about that.
Yeah,
don't
it's
try and lie to
definitely
me.
it's definitely not a plate of pasta. It's all right. I think you
You're
get more
pretty
saves
sure
on
it's a
those
plate
as you
of pasta.
interact, as you continue to interact with it. But I don't know if it
Yeah.
really matters that much. Like what you think it is, it's not going to change your
Alright.
tactics, right?
I don't let it hit me, and I hit it back.
I'm
Yes.
gonna move and try and tumble over there.
Okay. You do not beat its CMD. Here comes a attack of opportunity.
Okay.
It
Oh,
misses.
yeah, you're
It
fine.
misses.
You're fine.
Yeah, well, let's see how fine it is when I use the enemy of pasta against it, a knife.
You are
Somebody
not
toss
got
me
fine
a
you
at
there.
this
fork.
moment.
I need a magical fork to dual wield against this pasta.
You miss.
I miss? Okay.
You miss. Trasa.
All right, I'm going to take a move action to like center my mind, so I don't take the penalty to do the concentration check. And I'm going to attempt to do a spell on this thing.
Okay. Do
I
you
don't
have
like. Well, okay,
knowledge,
first.
dungeoneering?
Yeah, I was about to ask about that. You know what? I do not have it though, so I'm just gonna have to go
It
blind
is
on
a
this.
knowledge engineering check.
I don't have that. So hopefully Rhea gets to see through its disguise at some point. But in the meantime, I'm going to cast a spell on him. I'm gonna attempt. I just gotta figure out if I want to do a level 1 or level 2 spell here. I'm gonna cast a level 1 spell. I'm gonna attempt to do the concentration check on it first. So let's see, +6 so plus 11, I think, for my concentration check. Let me double check. That's correct. Okay. All right, I got it. All right, so
You got it.
I'm casting Touch of Gracelessness, level 1 spell, on this
Okay.
guy. So I'm gonna do the touch attack first here. What is my touch attack? First, this guy is just +4. This is versus touch AC. 19 versus touch.
That'll hit.
Okay. So he's gonna take a penalty to his dexterity, and it's a fortitude to negate half of it.
Okay.
So it's DC 16 fortitude save, and also it allows for spell resistance if this guy has it. So I need to roll that if he has that.
It does not seem to have spell resistance. He makes the save. He
Okay.
has a. He rolled a 26.
All right. So its penalty dex equal to 1d6 plus 3. Wait, is it +3 or +4? Let me double check this. Okay, it's +3. So he takes a dex penalty of 2, because he takes half of
Takes
that.
a dex penalty of 2.
And I'll 5-foot step back away from him afterwards.
Okay.
And yeah, since he made the save, he's fine otherwise, other than the damage or the penalty.
Okay. He's a little bit easier to hit. And has less attack of opportunity, I believe, is how that works.
If he has combat reflexes, yeah. He has 1 less attack opportunity.
He does. You saw him attacking 2 people.
And this is and it's actually a penalty, so even if I'd gotten like 1, if it hit a breakpoint, it actually matters since it's not damage.
Right. Rhea, you begin swarmed on.
Yeah. Okie dokie. I will continue my performance and well, somebody's gonna have to eat the swarm. I don't want it to be me. What do I do?
Do you have energy damage you could do to the swarm?
I no.
Especially if an AoE. Sound burst?
No.
Dang.
Yeah. I will come up here and make Zahid a hero and cast heroism on him.
Nice.
Okay. Go ahead and make me that concentration check.
I'll cast first and then move up to him and cast and deliver.
Right. You still need to make the concentration check.
I will cast. No, swarms can't.
Because of Jabber?
Jabber.
Because of the swarm ability.
The swarm ability. You need to cast as if casting defensively.
That's fair. So, what is my concentration right now? 10 plus 10. And I have, and this is a level 3 spell, so.
It's a level 3 spell, or is it a level 2 spell?
You casting heroism, you said? It's a level 2 spell for bards. Yeah.
You got
so
it.
you actually do get it.
You made
It's
DC 19.
Nice, okay.
If it was level 3, you actually would fail.
Yeah. Alright.
But you got it.
But yeah, bards get it at a lower
Zahid's a
level.
hero.
You're inspired
I'm
hero.
I feel more heroic.
These guys, one comes up and chomps on Tressa. One comes up and chomps on Jane. The other one chomps
Well,
on
rude.
Ray and
I'd like an
Zahid.
AOO.
You get an AOO.
I don't get one. I don't get one because I don't have a weapon out.
Same.
You got it. It takes 4 damage.
Woo.
Woohoo! Is that with your bonus?
So this is the damage on
Bonus with
everybody.
bonus.
Or would you like them to roll separate?
I don't care.
Nah, it doesn't matter. They rolled
So
initiative
whatever.
together, so.
Okay, everybody takes 6 damage. That's pretty average.
Okay.
No, I'll take. That's better than 9.
Do you have an additional attack of opportunity, Zahid?
I basically never run out.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack of opportunity on this thing.
Sounds good to me. It's a swarm, so I will power attack.
If you're power attacking, you have to power attack the entire turn. If you're not power attacking, you don't power
So,
attack.
so noted then. Well, since I already wasn't power attacking on the spaghetti monster, I guess I'm not power attacking.
You
That's
hit,
it, I feel
you
pretty good about
deal
it.
6 damages. Wait, that is blue. Okay. Spaghetti monster. Mmm, yummy. It's going to send a tentacle at each person.
Oh,
First
wait
one
a
at
minute.
Jane.
Was I supposed to get will save against it? Or no?
It didn't hit you, you didn't hit it.
Okay.
But it's attacking you now, so
It's
That's...
give him
attacking
now.
you.
Well... I'm just thinking about that dumb thing that I realized I had earlier.
Now
Oh,
you
the
get a
mirror
will
image
save.
thing?
Just use it. Yeah, my image thing. It's when I
Oh, okay.
when something attacks me. I'm just thinking about whether I want to do that or not.
Do you want to do it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have to come up with a reasoning character why it works, but
This is
You
to
watched
see
a
if
lot
it
of
hits or
Naruto.
yeah, dude, I
One
watched
hits
so much
you,
Naruto.
2 hits the image.
Comic in the
hits
newspaper
you.
you read all the time.
You still have that image though, I think, right? For a little while?
Yeah, I think so. I'll pull it up.
Like probably for like 6 minutes or something like that, you gotta keep that image. Because it probably works
And
like
make
mirror
me a
image.
fortitude save.
Okay. Not very good at this.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's worse for you because you actually use your dex
You
unlike
take
me.
an additional 4 damage, and you take 2 dex damage.
Okay, so that's different from what we've been taking before. Is that right?
I'm
So
gonna try and
like,
parry
actually
the
down
noodle.
2 decks.
Taking
Hmm?
2 dex damage just means you have a penalty of 1 on anything that
I
uses
think I
dex.
parry the noodle.
Okay.
Do I riposte
You
successfully?
probably parry the noodle.
Oh, technically, since it's larger
You
than
parry
you
the
do get a
noodle.
penalty. It's a -2 to that attack, but even still. Even still, that's a good, certainly
Yeah,
good
even
roll.
still. Then I'll respond with a scimitar attack at it with a riposte.
Okay.
Because yeah, I think you take the parry gets. Ooh, shit. I don't think.
I know that
You
doesn't
do not
confirm,
confirm,
You hit
but
him.
you do deal 18 damage to this thing.
but we'll take our damage.
At Rhea.
Oh wait, I get a will save. Hold on.
Yeah, you get a will save.
What's happening to me?
I'm slightly better at that, but I'm not very
You're
good
about
at
to get
being
attacked.
attacked.
things.
You think it's a plate of pasta.
Although,
Does a 32 hit you, Rhea?
Yeah?
yeah, that probably does. I was gonna say, even with the cover from being soft cover from being behind Zahid, I'm pretty sure that's still gonna hit.
Uh, there we go. Take 7 damage, and give me a fortitude save.
Wait, why is that number even correct? Okay, hold on. We took 9, 6, and now 7. I need to fix my health. And I'll make that fortitude save.
That's very confident of you.
Yeah, I'm a confident person.
You
Yeah, you
make
did
your
though.
fortitude save.
It said I had
Look at you.
35 max HP.
And at trust.
It's actually 51.
All right, I got Connell protecting me this time. That still hits though.
Yep. And you can make an additional fortitude save.
Sure. What's my fort save on this character again? +8.
There you go. There's my.
All right,
Oh.
I'm probably good. Fine this time.
This time.
Yeah,
This
27.
time.
My fort save's not too bad, honestly. My saves in general, the only one that's terrible for me is my reflex. This is not good. There's
Yeah,
good
you
and there's
succeed
not
at
good.
this. So you don't take additional damage, you just take that 7.
Apparently, Spiritualist just gets a really good base Fortitude save and Will save. For some reason, they're good at
Zahid.
double saves. It's pretty cool.
Yes.
You're up.
I feel like this class doesn't need that, but
here, you
I
can
feel
get
like
into
I'm
a
gonna full
flank.
round it.
yeah, you could
Yeah, I'm
5 foot
gonna
and
5
flank
foot
it.
step to set up the flank, and then I'm gonna full round it.
Okay.
Let's turn on the flanking buff.
Power
And because
attack
I got
now,
the
then.
flank, I'm declaring power attack. Yeah.
Yeah. Kill this stupid. It's not actually a
Scimitar
plate of
attack
spaghetti,
1.
guys.
Does that hit?
That hit.
Does Rhea at least
Take
know what this
26.
thing is now? It attacked
Oh, I
her.
haven't.
Oh yeah, Raya, make your will save.
Oh,
Oh, did I need to
goddamn,
make another
Pluto.
one of those?
Why'd you bring my name up?
I think
This is
it's
a good
funnier if you
it's a good thing.
think
It's
it's
a will
just a plate
save
of
to know if
spaghetti.
it's it. Yeah,
Oh,
if we
okay.
You
think
can
it's
intentionally
spaghetti,
fail
we
it
know
if you
what
want.
is.
Oh no! Raya
you're still-
fails her
It's
will
spaghetti.
God damn it! I'm the only one. I'm the only one that doesn't think it's a plate of spaghetti.
And
Spaghetti's
there's
gonna
attack
die,
2. Does
yo.
25 hit?
This thing's mean.
25 hits.
Then it can take some more damage.
What a beast!
Okay.
Hey, it's only because it's a physical thing. If I was
26
shooting the
plus
swarms, that wouldn't
22,
work.
That's 48. It did not like that.
Yeah, you show it.
Well, there's more where that came from.
Jane.
Alright, well, I'm gonna stand here and give it the daggers.
Daggers.
One magical-ish dagger and the other non-magical-ish dagger. Well, the second one might hit.
Second one hits. But it has all around vision, and you're not actually flanking it, I'm sorry. It still hits them.
Oh, that just, I guess that means it's not sneak attacked then.
It is not sneak
that
attack.
sucks. So, wait,
I guess it
why
makes
is
sense
it-
from your guys' point of view. Like a plate of spaghetti doesn't
Yeah.
actually have a front and back side. Like, so from your point of view, it should be unflankable.
Why is it showing a total of 8? Oh, right, because
takes-
I have a dex penalty. I
Yeah.
got -2 to dex. Oh, but that should still be 9. I mean, not that the other one would hit, but it should be 1 more damage. I don't know. Whatever.
Trasa.
Gross. Alright, I'm gonna maintain bonded manifestation. Which I don't think I actually said I was doing last turn, but I would have done that was something I would have done last turn. And then I think I'm going to I want to move out of the swarm, even though it's gonna just move right back into my square probably. So I think I'll just move up and try to cast defensively, and hope this thing
Okay.
isn't like immune to pain. I'm gonna try to cast defensively. And I take a move action to center my mind for psychic bullshit. Alright, I got it off. I just want to touch
got it off.
spell. I'm casting Inflict Pain. It is not a touch spell, so he just gets a will save.
Okay.
And it's going to affect him at least 1 round, so he's going to get a -4 penalty on attack rolls, skill checks, and ability checks. And a successful will save reduces the duration to 1 round, otherwise it's going to last for 6 rounds.
What is the DC?
DC is 17 will.
Okay, he made a 21, and so it's a -4 on what rolls?
Attack rolls, skill checks, and ability checks, -4
For 1 round. Okay, got it.
for 1
Really-
round. Yeah.
Really bonkers evil eye.
It's inflict pain. So if he's immune, it's kind of like evil eye actually. Yeah, it's a mind affecting pain effect.
Oh, it's mind affecting. He is
Oh, well,
not
if he's immune
affected by this.
Well, then I can't do anything to him because almost all my stuff's mind affecting. That's funny. All right, I don't do anything then.
Okay.
Oh wait, did I get another will save for interacting with it, or no?
Sure.
I mean,
You still don't know. It's plate of spaghetti. Right.
I continue my performance and I'm going to scream at the swarm with the weird words. Is that the one I can do it with? No, the word strike.
Okay.
No, I can't. I would have to stop my performance. I'm stopping my performance, guys, and I'm going to
Okay.
step away from the swarm, back here.
Turn off my inspire courage buff.
Sorry.
Okay.
And I'm gonna target the one next to Trasa. Well, wait. Is blue more damage than green, or what's the order?
Blue is less damage. Green
Okay.
Green is more
Trust.
damage. It goes blue, green, orange,
And red. Yeah.
then red.
Okay, so I'm gonna word strike it. So this is gonna be a ranged touch.
Okay.
Let me turn off my
And
bonus here. There you go.
I think the lesson here is play a mesmerist if I
Never
want to do
mind.
mind affecting stuff.
She has no idea how to do this because she's never done it before.
uh-oh.
Rhea starts
That was
like
a 1.
she starts fucking up her words. Like, I don't know. She doesn't make sense anymore.
She made sense to begin with?
This is weird words.
No, this was word. Wait, which one did I do?
It's weird
yeah,
words,
weird
right?
words. Yeah, weird words. One word.
So you
does
actually
damage,
have
but-
2 of these. Roll another attack.
I actually don't. My thing says 1 attack on Hero Lab.
Really?
Let me read the spell.
Oh, no, you're right. My bad. At level 8, you get 2.
Yeah. So my one word was not hurtful at all.
It would have been so good, though. I really
was
wanted
like-
it to succeed.
I was like, stop! And they're just like, yeah.
Well, this guy doesn't like you shouting at it, so it's
Wait,
not
but what was
gonna
that roll
nibble on
verse
you.
or for?
Touch.
Was that the concentration?
No.
Oh, it was a touch attack. I gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like a ranged. It's not a ray, but it's like
Yeah.
a ranged attack. Yeah.
And this one's nibbling on Zahid.
Yeah, ranged touch attack,
You can
okay.
make that attack of opportunity if you'd like Zahid.
I would always like to make AOOs.
Oh, they rolled big.
I'm at 0.
Oh.
Hey, you're not
Well, I
unconscious
hit
then.
it for half of that.
You're about to be, but you're
you
not
hit
yet.
it for 9.
Yeah.
I want you to know I'm really
Uh,
banking on killing the spaghetti monster working for
Okay.
the swarms because I don't have an
Spaghetti
answer.
Monster was real angry at Zahid. It's gonna throw everything it's got at him.
I have the AOOs for this loser.
Do you have enough? You have like 4?
I have a +5 dex. If it has 4 attacks, I do.
Yeah! You do. You've
Okay,
only used one
roll me
AOO.
4 AOOs to deflect.
Yeah, I
As it's
won't have any
attacking you 4
riposte
times.
because I'm doing all parrying.
Yeah. Well, the riposte is just an immediate action, but
Yeah.
it's not actually an AOO. For
There are
the
the
riposte
4
part.
rolls. Feel really bad about the last one.
You beat
One
it
success.
on
no, one fail.
Nope, you fail number 1. Wait.
Huh? Number 1 was a 31.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you beat it on number 1. Here comes number 2.
No, that
You
one.
fail
hits.
on number 2.
Nuts.
You beat it on number 3.
Feel pretty confident about that beating it.
Yeah, it's a shame that that wasn't the fourth one, though.
You beat it on number 4.
Hey!
Hey, well, that's pretty good, all things considered. But I need my dex.
Wait a minute.
Did we have this offset by 1? That 31
We have
was
this
actually for
offset by
the one
1.
against the swarm. Yeah, so the 24 actually, the 26 does hit on that, unless it doesn't be
Okay,
his AC.
so it hits you twice. And misses.
And misses
2.
twice.
No, it hits you once. Hits you twice, and misses you twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still not as bad as it could be.
And on any of the ones that you parried, would you like to riposte?
I would like to hit it right in its stupid face. On the first one, I
go
parried
ahead and
successfully.
roll.
Get him right in the
Yeah.
meatballs!
Maybe if you kill it.
You crit confirm.
Yes. Kill. Come on, kill.
If you kill it on the first one, then the other attack never happens.
No, it hit him twice and then missed him twice.
No, but if he ripostes on the first
right.
attack
Yeah.
and kills him, then the second attack never happens.
What is that?
Time traveling
32,
scimitar powers
30.
go.
Oh no. This thing is still up there.
It's still up? Okay. At least you
Yeah,
got
at least
one of
not
your
that-
panache points back for getting the crit.
Yep.
That's true.
So you take 9 and give me 2 fortitude saves.
The good news is that's my good save. The bad news is I have 16 hit points and they're going away fast.
Yeah, I feel that.
There's one
I
save.
feel pretty
there's
good
2
about
saves.
Alright, no dex
Zahid,
damage.
I think you've got this.
I hope I've got this, because otherwise we don't... Oh, yeah, that refreshes all my AOs, loser. Move
Exactly.
5-foot step out of the swarm. Make it move.
Okay.
And I'm a full round the spaghetti monster.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it's not a spaghetti monster.
Whatever you say, man. 24 hit?
That'll hit. And you down it.
Oh, yes. Did the swarms
Yeah,
stop moving?
we-
Please tell me they stopped moving.
The swarms are not stopped moving yet, but they seem to be noticeably afeared.
Alright, maybe the swarms just run away at this point.
In the best Italian I can muster from my limited understanding of it, go on, get out of here.
You still have one more attack. You can attack the swarm with your second attack.
That's true. I will use my other attack on the swarm just to convince it that it really should get out of here.
Okay.
It's pretty badly damaged. You could kill it, maybe. 9 damage.
You get close.
Ah, okay, well.
Do
Good
I get
effort.
bonus damage? Yeah, I don't have bonus damage. Nothing I can conceivably have as a bonus.
You get close. Jane.
Jane is
Probably
staggered.
move away from the swarm.
I'm staggered. And fall on my butt, probably. Because that's what you fall on. I guess I'll just kind of like kneel down.
You
Control
can take a
fall.
move action. Move out of the swarm.
Oh, I thought you couldn't.
They
take
look
a move
scared.
action.
No, you can take a move action. So staggered means you can take a move or standard. But if you take a standard, you take 1 damage because you're disabled. So if you do only move actions, you're fine. If you do
Yeah,
like only
I'll
a single move
stand
action.
here, I guess.
Okay. Trust.
I will help Jane out.
Okay.
We're just gonna get hit by the swarm probably. Maybe it runs away. I don't know. I'll pull out the. Well, I got to do a concentration actually, so I'll have to take a move action, 5 foot move action to say I'll to concentrate and cast Cure Light Wound.
I thought
Hopefully,
you can heal
I got it.
too.
No, I don't.
Ooh.
I fail.
You don't.
I lose the spell.
You don't.
Ow.
All right. Well, I
Right.
mean, it's fine.
I believe in you.
Rhea believes in herself too. I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna just keep backing up here. I'm gonna scream at it again. Why won't
Okay.
you die?
Roll better than 1.
Yeah. Ooh.
You got it. Roll your damage.
What is my damage? I don't
46.
know
It's a
what
lot.
it
46 plus your charisma modifier, I think.
is. Is it the charisma modifier? Does Hero Lab show me?
It's just for-
No, it doesn't. Fuck.
Oh yeah. 46 plus charisma modifier.
Yep.
No,
46
okay,
damage as a
46.
ranged attack with a for the weird words at least.
You down it.
The loudest
guy's
scream
dead.
you guys have heard from Rhea.
That is
That's saying
those are
That's
some good
impressive because I've heard a
numbers.
lot of
It's
really
one
loud
single
ones.
word, and it's die.
I assumed it was something weirder than that, but
It's probably a weird word.
Uh,
like
It's
man.
pretty weird that things
These
die.
guys are gonna move away
to
from
her
you guys
just saying
and
so.
maybe do a little bit of nibble damage on the way.
Well, I'm gonna AOO. Oh, no, wait, I can't. Wait, can I?
You can.
I think you
Well,
technically
if it's
can.
gonna deal
yeah.
nibble damage on the way out, then I'm going down anyway.
Yeah.
That's
Go ahead
true,
and do your AOO.
What does it say for dying?
You hit,
Or disable,
and
rather.
you do enough damage to down it before it gets any nibble damage on
And now I down. Now I'm down to 2.
you. Yeah, now you're at -1 bleeding out.
Yeah, I think taking the attack opportunity would take you the -1, even though it's a free action, because it does say like some free actions that are considered strenuous, and I'm pretty sure attack opportunity is one of those. It doesn't
And
explicitly
one of
say
them
it,
does some nibble damage on Ray.
but that's okay because I'm gonna cast Cure Light Wounds once they are left, and I don't have to do the
Yeah.
Rhea
concentration
takes
checks
an
anymore.
additional 6 damage as this guy
Wait.
flies away off
Who?
into the distance.
What? Huh?
This guy flew past you and nibbled on you.
So I heal you for
Jerk.
11 after they fly past us.
So minus 6 plus 11. Alright.
Yeah. Okay. Good job, everybody.
Weird
Spaghetti
deity
monster's
things.
bleeding
Wait,
out.
do I...
I'm guessing that you want to try and coup de grace this thing, Zahid?
Absolutely. This thing does not get to live.
Here, use a fork. I pull a fork out. It's a mundane fork, but it's a fork nonetheless.
No, it should be a
It won't work.
spork.
It's not actually spaghetti.
Whatever
I
you
still
say,
see
man.
spaghetti.
I also still see spaghetti, and spaghetti gets forked.
Oh my god.
Knife it.
All right.
Cut it. Slice the spaghetti into little pieces.
I move away from it because I'm expecting it to have some sort of like.
If I die to death throws, I deserve it. I've killed a PC with that before.
I've killed like 4 at the same time. To a death
Ah,
Who did you kill
GM
with death
moment
throws again? Was
delivered.
it me?
It was. I killed. Oh no, I got you and Sean with that. That was great.
Yeah,
Was
you
it,
got both of us with that.
Wasn't the one in that Seeger's thinking of that one have like one where the death throws will like hit the other things and trigger their death throws? So you can just chain reaction like.
Yeah.
I had a
Two-
necromancer
two
build that was
happen.
exactly
frost
this.
worms, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, so like when the first one dies, it does a bunch of damage to the other one and kills it, and then it explodes too.
Double
Yeah, Will
explosion.
definitely killed me and someone else with death throws.
Look, I can't
mean, I
help
ended
how
up
the
being
PCs
fine because
handle
I had backup
encounters, you know?
bodies.
I
So you
wasn't
just gotta
making-
have backup bodies.
Yeah, everyone just needed to
It's
cast
their fault
clone
for not
beforehand.
having evasion, right?
I mean, I was a
Exactly.
wizard, so I just had
Actually-
better than evasion.
Yeah, well, it's the other guy's fault for multi-classing ranger and wizard in 3.5.
Yeah,
And
that too.
yeah.
Okay, so you coup de grace, this thing's dead. And yeah, the magic starts fading away, and you get to see what it actually was.
Oh my god, that's not spaghetti.
Oh my god, it's black pasta.
It's squid ink pasta.
That's racist.
That's gross.
It's actually not
What the
bad.
hell is this? What kind of knowledge is it?
This is dungeoneering.
Can I take a... It says I can take 10 on bardic knowledges, so that's a 20.
So again, you're not exactly sure what this is.
Maybe I
It
should think
looks
real
like
hard.
it's usually aquatic of some sort. And like examining it, it looks
think
like
really
it's
hard. And examine it.
yeah. It looks like it has some resistances to some elements, and you think because it has a strange like mind, it's probably immune to mind affecting effects and maybe some other things. Like
I already know it's immune to
Things
mind
we
affecting.
don't really do.
I
Yeah.
learned through the process of science.
yeah.
Are you gonna write a paper on it?
No.
I mean, you should, because the world's gonna need to know about these things. Apparently they exist.
The world must never know about this. We'll
Hold on
never
a
speak
second,
of it
guys.
again.
We don't need to destroy the olive oil now. How easy would it be to just roll this out of town?
Oh, steal their olive oil?
Yeah, I'm a pirate. I'm for profit first, man.
I don't know. Do you think we could get it back to the boat without people noticing?
Better question. Could we get it to the swords shop and just give him the olive oil he wanted destroyed?
Maybe.
But they're not gonna need olive oil
How-
anymore if they're not convinced a spaghetti monster's coming.
They don't know that until tomorrow morning.
Yeah, they might still have the festival. They'll just assume that he's going to make an appearance at the end of the festival, and when it doesn't happen, it's already too late. They've already made all the pasta. At that point, they'll probably just have the feast anyway, because it'd be a shame to waste a bunch of good pasta, right? Although I don't know if it's actually good
Exactly.
pasta.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big assumption, I suppose.
Let's
Anyone
roll
who-
the level 5 commoners craft pasta
Oh man,
roll.
the head chef, the head pasta chef.
Whoa! I've got a lot of profession cooks. So.
Yeah, but you're not the one that's in charge of the
Oh right, I'm not in
pasta
charge.
celebration, unless you want to be.
Nice.
Like you
He
could go and
rolled
be like,
pretty
I'm taking
fucking
over.
high.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a great pasta then. They'll be like, we can't waste
It's gonna be a
it.
great pasta.
So, like,
Think of
even
what
when
you guys
the-
are missing out on.
Even when the spaghetti monster doesn't show up, they're going to probably be like, whatever, pasta, you know. They might make it a yearly tradition anyway. And people will question, did the pasta monster ever actually exist? Who knows?
So what did
It's a
this
mystery.
dude
Who
just come to this
knows?
town, see that they like pasta, and was like, I'm gonna disguise myself as pasta? Like, that's weird.
It's
Yeah,
the
I
best
know.
evil scheme I've ever heard.
Is it?
I
It
mean,
was working,
it's-
apparently.
It's more. I understand this scheme more than the mummified bunny. What its plan was. I understand this plan a
You
little
didn't
better.
ever talk to the mummified bunny.
That's not true.
Right,
It wanted us to join it.
Right.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure whatever its plan was complete rubbish, and this plan is also pretty rubbish, but at least it makes
It's
a little bit more
followable
sense.
rubbish.
Yeah,
There you go.
it's reasonable. Like if we went along with it, I don't think I would have felt bad about it.
This still feels like a Cthulhu summoning soul-eating monster, but yeah.
Probably,
Yeah.
but as far as I could tell, I just
That's-
really liked spaghetti.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah, it's probably a spaghetti enthusiast Cthulhu soul-eating monster.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, so I don't care. I mean, we could just destroy all the olive oil as far as I'm concerned. But
We don't
if
even
you
Well,
have
need
another
do
idea,
we think it would be feasible to get it to the boat?
Let's see.
I mean, while
You
we're
think
at it,
you
why don't we
could
just go
maybe
rob
get,
that guy
like...
and leave? I don't know.
we could move it in under the cover of night, maybe.
You think maybe you could get some of it under the cover of night, but it might be hard to get all of the barrels.
Well, those that we don't get destroyed.
Okay?
Ugh, this seems
Like, is there a way
And
we
since
could
we
get
no
them
longer
down
have
to
to
the...
worry about a tentacle monster, and since we made pasta al nero de sepia by mistake,
Are the barrels heavier than 5 pounds?
Yes. Yes, they are.
I don't want to carry
I'll be right back. I gotta
barrels.
use the restroom.
If we put some barrels of olive oil, could we like float them on the ocean out to the boat if we like moored it off the coast or something?
Is this the Boston
I
Tea
can tell you that you do
I'm
need to
going to
mix olive
say
oil.
that olive oil does float, but barrels of olive oil do not.
Oh, that doesn't make any sense. But all right. I guess it could
I
make
mean-
sense. It's fine.
Yeah.
It'd be a far-fetched plan anyway. I mean, yeah, we could just take some of the olive oil, as much as we think we could roll by hand, down to the boat in the middle of the night, and then just destroy the rest of it.
That seems like
It
a
looks
Ruin.
like there's
Ruin the
Like-
pasta festival.
No, there's still gonna be olive oil. It's just a more expensive pasta festival.
Oh, we're gonna sell it back to them.
We're gonna sell our olive oil, then we'll sell their olive oil to someone else.
Okay,
yeah,
that's
that's
fair.
what I
'Cause
was here.
we don't want them to know that it's their olive oil. Like they
You
might
can get about
recognize
half
it.
of the barrels of olive oil.
All right, that's
So
fine.
basically, we're trading out
Some
undead,
money-making
unknown
scheme.
olive oil that we don't even know where it came from and how old it is for hopefully fresh, newer oil.
Yeah,
Yeah,
getting
okay.
possibly
This is
better
a good
olive
deal
I'm
for
oil.
onto this
us.
plan. I'm onto this plan because that oil is
Everything
sketchy.
about there's literally no negatives to this plan. Everything about it sounds great.
It did not make
We
that
had to kill a
food
squid
taste
monster.
better
That was the
that
tough
you
part.
were creating. So
Yeah,
let's
but we
get
already
rid of
killed the squid monster, so at this point, it's all plus side.
It is pure profit, and the Italian in me is really happy that this is our plan.
it. All right, let's do it.
All right, we're doing it. We're stealing half the olive oil, destroying the other half, and then we're gonna try to
And then
sell the
sell
olive oil
ours.
tomorrow.
Are you
Yep.
selling the olive oil tomorrow, or are you trading it for the sword and the other stuff?
No, I don't know.
Hey, hold
if
on a
his
second.
shop is open or
We can
he's
do this
awake,
one-
I guess.
Yeah, I say we take the sword and stuff and we sell the other olive oil elsewhere. We still got the profit, that's still good, and the odds of us coming across other magic swords and magic, I don't know, rubbing oil for a dagger are pretty low, I think.
And shaving cream, magic shaving cream.
Yeah, I'm not acknowledging the existence of that.
You're not?
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
with you on that.
But
It
it has
isn't a real thing.
enchanting properties, so it could be really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Don't you want to be enchanted?
I'm not buying it. Not buying
Okay,
it.
so you take the olive oil back to your ship. You trade your olive oil with Denethor the
The
14th.
Bavarian Duke.
And you get the sword, and all of the stuff.
All right.
Red.
Success.
Get all
And
of the ship.
probably once we leave, we'll be able to figure out what the shaving cream does, because we'll have like a
More
week or whatever
time,
to
yeah.
do spellcraft every day. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, I mean, this was actually sort of profitable stop here.
Yeah.
I don't think
was
it at all
weird, but
contributed.
profitable.
I don't know if it really contributed at all to our understanding of the overall plot, although maybe a little bit, because I'm sure that the tie-in. I think what he's talking about, the 6 months. I think I have an idea of what he's talking about. So
too.
Trossa maybe
Uh-huh.
doesn't know, but I think I have an
Yeah, we
idea.
die before we get to 6 months, so...
Right. But yeah, that's more just like kind of meta knowledge of like the previous campaign, but it
Right,
lines
yeah.
up.
It
This is all I'm
lines up.
thinking. Yeah. It lines up with what happened right before we fought Willem Dafoe.
So we have until October, everybody.
Maiden Willem
No, we
Dafoe,
don't know that.
Crone Willem
It's
Dafoe,
April.
and Mother Willem Dafoe.
I'm really confused.
No, that was the end boss of the last campaign. We fought
Yeah.
Yeah, that
we
was
fought
the
the
end
three
boss.
the three forms of Willem Dafoe in the Maiden, the Mother, and the Crone. But Willem Dafoe.
Mantis used a
Wow.
picture of William Dafoe, and then he used three
Yeah,
different
Willem
age
Dafoe was
versions
like
of
the
him.
main. Yeah, there was like 3 different aged versions of him, and one was like the young Willem Dafoe, one was like a middle aged, and the other was like an old Willem Dafoe.
It was
Wow,
an
the Father, Son,
excellent
and Holy
boss
Ghost.
fight.
I mean, it was
Oh boy.
it was pretty good actually.
I love
I
William
mean,
Dafoe.
The
so
Father,
I'm
the
all
Son,
about
and Willem Dafoe.
it.
yeah, it was
That's
like
Harry
I said,
Osborn.
it was like I think it was like threefold aspect basically is what he was using. So, but it was Willem Dafoe, so that was what it gave you. It gave you the Maiden, the
Yeah.
Mother, and the Crone, but they were Willem Dafoe.
He had to figure out some way to make 3 of him separate, like divide his soul, and that's how he did it.
Yeah, because he was trying to do some ritual, and he wanted us to help him with it, and we were like, "Fuck that! You're a fucking crazy man, and we're not gonna do it." And then we fought him, and we were losing, uh, and as like a kind of last minute gambit, one of our characters he like forced one of our characters in the party to like do what he wanted, basically like a dominate person to turn him into a demigod, and then it's like I'm gonna undo it. It was a demigod of time, so that's what happened.
Oh, so
Slight
that's why
spoiler
this
alert, I
nonsense
guess.
is going on. Got it.
Well, that's why the time
Basically.
nonsense is going on.
Right, that's
Right,
what I meant.
there's some other stuff going on there they don't really know. Like we never figured out what the deal was with like why he says the world's ending and why he needed to do the ritual in the first place, for example. So that might be one of the things we're trying to figure out. But yeah, out of character at least. We know what caused the time loop, but we don't really know how we're gonna fix it. But we haven't actually got to the end of the time loop, so we haven't got to see all the crazy shit that happens.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, a bunch of crazy shit's gonna happen.
Oh boy.
If we can live that long, we've managed to not do that so far, but you know, it might
That's
happen this time.
true. You got me there.
That's like one of the things. It's kind of like at some point, we need to actually like live through the entire time loop to actually know like what is going on more.
Right.
Which I think we're on track to do that because we're taking this, unless we die on the voyage here, we're taking this super long voyage all the way to India.
Yeah.
Mantis, could you relink what the sword does?
Sure.
And like the way
Thank you.
the time frame works, like the other ones in like Russia, I almost feel like we're not going to be able to do those both on one time loop. Like we're going to have to do
Right.
them in separate time loops. So hopefully whatever we get in India is knowledge and not like a physical item that we need to keep.
That's what I'm thinking it is. That's my hunch at least.
Or if it is an item, it's something that you can like spiritually tie to yourself somehow. Because that's the other way.
Thank you.
If the item is like a consumable or something that like that's how the arrowhead's supposed to work, and so hopefully I need to make sure I use that if I'm going to use it before
Right.
I die.
That's true.
But if that happens, then yeah, maybe then we don't need it anymore. I'm like I already got it. I already got the effect of it.
So in character, now that I've done this like weird shadow thing, I'm wondering if I have a Connell now. Did I have a Connell all along and he's just silent? I don't know.
Wait, what
That's
weird
the
shadow thing?
He's talking about his
Remember I
mirror
tried
image
to
thing he
use it
did.
again- the mirror image
Oh,
thing I
okay.
did. It's made out of shadow. It like looks like my you know what Shadow Link looks like, right?
Well,
basically
Connell
supposed to
isn't
be
made out
like
of
that.
shadow. He's
Yeah,
ectoplasm.
but I don't know the difference.
Oh, that's fair.
Maybe I have a
God.
Connell.
I love playing ignorant. It's great.
It's great. It is. I feel like I usually get stuck as the knowledge character, so
Right.
Why do you think I like playing big dumb fighters?
yeah.
I definitely want to play like a barbarian that is a dumbass at some point because those are a lot of fun to play, and I haven't done one in a long time.
You could
Yeah.
remake Ekigro.
I think that'll be my backup
Uh.
character for my Tyrant's Grasp game that I play on Monday. That might be my backup characters. I'll just play like a Blood Rager or something.
But
I'm thinking about
anyway,
playing another
we're
caster
about to
soon.
close off session, but you remember that 99 that secret rolled?
Oh no.
Yeah,
Sure,
so-
is that
Is
gonna be
there
a
an Undead
cliffhanger?
Apocalypse here too?
I'm gonna pull that in and leave you off on a cliffhanger.
Oh
Alright.
no.
boy.
Um,
Though Mantis, do we get XP, or did I miss
You
that
will
right
get
off the
XP.
bat?
Let me give you the cliffhanger first.
because we're probably
So-
level 7.
Yeah, you're gonna be level 7. As you're leaving port and sailing away from the town where that worshipped the plate of pasta and the flying spaghetti monster, a vortex starts opening up under your ship, and you
Oh,
are
no.
unable to pull it
See,
out
I
of the
told you.
vortex.
I told
and
you.
Good going.
Vortexes.
You're right.
And you go down, 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 down. And water
Well, I,
seems
for
to
one,
be
look forward to
falling over
adventuring in
you and
Atlantis
crushing
next
you
week.
and your ship, until you find yourself in a serene, almost mirror sea,
Question:
with the
How big does
stars.
everything seem here?
Huh?
How much is everything like the same size and look, other than looking out of
Mirrored.
shape?
Okay. It's like the mirror part of it is like that it's completely still and you can see like perfect reflections from the night sky down onto the sea. Not that it's like a mirror realm per se.
Oh, so not like that weird one we walked into in London.
Yeah, it looks a little bit, it looks different than that.
Okay. Because I was about to say, is nothing really gonna be bigger in vortexes?
And we're gonna leave you there. You're in some strange place that isn't home.
Some place that you have 2 weeks to prepare for, which is
Yep.
why you had to hold off on it. Alright.
Also, what I had prepared for this week was the spaghetti monster.
Right, yeah, I figured.
I was like, okay, there's a 2% chance that party's not going to India anymore. And they hit it.
Alright, well, I mean,
You know,
Toto, I don't think
really
we're
high on
in
decent
India
percentiles.
anymore.
this is like basically, I guess, D100 Pathfinders, right? So,
Right.
We are D100 Pathfinders, so we'll see
so the
where
fact
we're
that the
going.
D100 is gonna screw us again and getting delayed another loop, that makes sense. But maybe this will be fun anyway. Like maybe we'll learn something useful here.
So let's crank out some experience. So you defeated a CR8 thing, and you defeated 3 CR3 things.
Oh, I get level 3 spells now. That's pretty big. And I get Calm Spirits. What does that do?
We get a feat, right?
Yeah, we get a feat this level too.